Hello, Homedale, and welcome back to our 8th Hornet Report of the year. Can you believe we're already halfway through the Hornet Report season?
More than halfway through? No way.
Yes way.
Speaking of seasons ending, the winter season is coming to a close according to Puxatawny Phil.
I'm not listening to a goofy hibernating groundhog with a 39% accuracy rate.
Boo! You're no fun.
Excuse me, I'll have you know that.
Guys, stick to the script!
Blame Sebastian. Anyways, let's get started on this week's stories. Starting off strong, the National Honor Society is kicking off the Relay for Life season, and what better way to do that than by taping Dr. Kokoda to a wall in the middle of the Commons? Sky and Noel can get you up to speed. Also, during unit lunch, the administration planned a mix-it-up lunch in conjunction with the peer leaders. Students were randomly assigned a table to sit at during lunch with other students they normally don't sit with. It's a way for all of us to get to meet and talk to students we may not know. Cooper and Giacomo know more about that. Then, as per usual, Joe Sutilli has his classic sports report and a story on how the hockey team is helping aid in the fight against cancer. And finally, we'll spice things up and finish off this episode with another installment of the Homedale Hot Ones Challenge, starring Miss Rizzatello and Seabass.
Hey!
And Bella Spicer. But going back to our first story, the Homedale National Honor Society hosts a Relay for Life to help raise money for cancer research and treatment every year. To kick off the Relay for Life season, Dr. Koo agreed to get taped to the wall one strip of duct tape at a time. Sky, Noelle, and Sophie, roll the tapes.
Thanks guys, I'm Noelle and I'm Samantha. Today we're gonna see people's reactions to the Relay for Life of taping Dr. Kokoda to the wall. Let's go.
How are you helping today's Relay for Life? Well, as NHS advisor, Relay for Life is kind of our baby. So every year we do this Tape the Administrator event. Last year we were able to raise about $400. Wow. So we're hoping that this year we can make that magic happen again.
Do you know by any chance how long we have been doing this?
This is year 3 for us.
So she is really new to Homedale.
She's very new to Homedale.
So what are you contributing today? What are you doing at this table?
So I'm collecting funds, doing change, selling tickets for people that haven't purchased it already.
Are you donating anything personally?
Yes, I am gonna Venmo. I already signed up for Relay for Life. Sign up if you haven't. It's $15, but you're you're donating to cancer.
Last year, I definitely saw how big the event was, and I wanted to help again because I think we could do a lot better than we did last year and actually stick the code to the wall. So, yeah.
Yeah, last year the event was really fun, so we're going to try and this time get them to really stick instead of falling down like last year.
Are you aware that today we are taping Dr. Kokoda on the wall for Relay for Life?
Yeah, I am aware.
Are you excited for this event?
Of course.
But do you know why we're doing this?
To support fighting cancer.
Are you going to take part of this $3 for a piece of tape?
Yeah, I'll donate.
Sure, I will.
Do you think he'll stay up on the wall today?
I'm hoping he'll stay up on the wall. My fingers are crossed. That's all I can do.
That's what everyone's saying.
I have prior knowledge of this because I was here last year as well, so I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. And Mr. Kokoda, Dr. Kokoda, I'm sorry, is sleek and slender, so I think there's a chance. But on top of that, I just think that's it's tough to be held up there. So I think ultimately he will come down.
Wow, that was awesome. Huge shout out to NHS for organizing this delightful annual event. Watching Dr. Koo get taped to the wall was quite the spectacle. Homedale High School tried something different this year in order to increase social interaction between students. A mix-it-up lunch. I mean, it makes sense. If you can't make conversation with someone you're in the building with 5 times a week, then how are you supposed to communicate with someone in the real world? Well, I guess we'll have to see if our social skills need any refining. Cooper, Giacomo, and B, take it away.
Thanks, guys. We're here at the Mix It Up lunch, and today I'm mixing it up by getting out of the studio and tagging along with my friend Giacomo. But enough about us. Let's mix it up.
I'm here with
Harrison, Jason Shim, Steven Levinsky.
How do you guys like the experience of Mix It Up lunch?
It's all right. I think it's really eye-opening. I think it's really good for everyone.
So Matt, how do you feel about Mix It Up lunch?
I think it's great. I think it's a good avenue to meet new people and have a good time.
Who has been your favorite person you've met so far today?
My favorite person I met so far is Umeiza Wasif, who is part of my table.
Awesome. And what was your thing that you have in common with them?
The thing I had most in common is that both of us would do the same thing if we had $1 million. We would go on vacation somewhere.
I just gotta ask, what made you think to start this Mix It Up lunch?
Sure. Actually, the idea of Mix It Up lunch has been around for a long time. It's taken on different forms, but we kind of just use the phrase mix it up. But what we want to do is just remind the students that it's okay to be together, talk to one another, not have your head in your phone all the time, and maybe you learn something new about somebody. And who knows what comes out of this, right? Where you might have a lifelong friend just coming at it today.
Honestly, I thought conversations should be a lot more natural, but with this program, it's really helped a lot.
I appreciate that, Mayor. Thank you.
Has your thoughts changed on Mix It Up lunch since this happened?
I thought it was going to be really bad, to be honest, and then, boom, here we are.
Honestly, it was a great experience. Meeting new people. I would say we should do it more.
Would you guys be interested in doing it again?
Definitely, yeah, for sure. Yeah, maybe like next year. Yeah, I would love this.
That's all from Mix It Up lunch. I'm here with Cooper and Giacomo, and I'll see you guys back in the studio. Bye.
Thank you, guys. I won't lie, I had my doubts about Mix It Up lunch at first, but overall, I think it went really well. But here at the Hornet Report, we are not mixing things up. Coming up next, we have our Hornet Sports Report with Joe Satilli. Joe, take it away.
Thanks, Katie. We have a lot to cover for our awesome Hornet sports teams. Starting off with our ice hockey team. Our co-op with the Marlboro Mustangs was in action last week for our third annual Hockey Fights Cancer game. We took on a very challenging Wall team while raising money for a great cause. The Marlboro Homedale Mustangs defeated Wall by a score of 6-5. Here are some highlights and my interview with Coach Dapps.
I'm here with the head coach of the Marlboro Homedale Mustangs, Coach Dapps. How did it feel to be able to coach this team on this special night?
Being able to coach the team for the Hockey Fights Cancer Night was absolutely incredible experience because it was really for an amazing cause because so many of us are affected by this deadly disease.
And like you said, every player and coach has just been affected by this disease. Who were you fighting for on this special night?
Well, personally, when I was 16 years old, I had a friend that I was friends with my entire life, literally since I was a baby. His name was Anthony Celestino. At 16, he passed away of lung cancer, so I'm fighting for him. My grandmother passed away of cancer last year, and my grandfather who passed away of cancer 20 years ago.
So Coach, we were able to raise over $5,500 this year towards cancer research. Would you say that this converts over to the team's dedication on and off the ice?
Absolutely. They give it all on the ice, and they gave it 100% off the ice, raising money for this very worthy cause.
Now, let's switch over our attention to our basketball teams. The boys and girls teams have both qualified for the Shore Conference Tournament. The boys earned the 7th seed, while the girls are seeded 13th. Last week, both teams had a player hit a very prestigious mark in their high school careers. Seniors Ben Kipnis and Allison Canning both hit their 1,000-point mark. Here's what they both had to say about reaching this milestone.
It meant so much, but it meant even more to see the community that came behind me when I scored it, and everyone who supported me, my coach, Coach Venturelli, my teammates, my parents, my trainers outside of school. It just meant everything to me, and having that community behind me was even better. So the day that I got the 1,000 points was my grandfather's 29th anniversary of passing. So it meant a lot because I also played the high school he went to, Long Branch, on that day. So the day I got it, the 1,000 points was on his 29th passing anniversary.
I'm here with Ben Kippis. Ben, you just reached around 1,000 points. How does that feel, man?
Man, it's an amazing feeling, but most importantly, we got the win. Now we're 16-2. Now we got the short
Division champs. We're division champs.
Now we got the playoffs coming, but that's all we worry about is playoffs. But I'm happy. I just reached this goal in my life.
That's great. How do you guys feel going inside the Shore Conference Championship?
I mean, we're a scary team. You can see we win by a lot of points. We play hard. We take tough shots, but I don't think a lot of teams want to see us this year.
Well said. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Let's go, boys!
Congratulations to both players and good luck this postseason. And congratulations to our senior swimmer, Hunter Kunzel, who earned 3 first-place finishes at the Shore Conference Championships. Kunzel finished first in the 200-meter freestyle, another in the backstroke, and anchored Homedale to a first-place finish in the 200 freestyle relay, along Drew Sellinger, Emmanuel Zanakis, and Chris Hall. As a team, Homedale placed 2nd overall to CBA in Shore Conference. I'm Joseph Satilli, and that's the buzz in Homedale sports.
Thanks, Joe, for the update on our sports. Great job, Hornets. I wish you all luck as some of your winter sports seasons come to a close. Well, it may not... Hold on. Is it getting hot in here? I know it's not winter anymore thanks to that groundhog, but wow. Oh, I know what it is. You know it, you love it, and after our first installment of Homedale Hot Ones, you guys couldn't get enough. And in case you lived under a rock when our first episode was released, you'll find out. Take it away, B-Spice.
Hi, I'm Bella Spicer, and welcome back to Homedale Hot Ones. Who's ready for some hot questions and even hotter sauces? In today's episode, we're going to get to know our new vice principal, Mrs. Rizzatello, and enjoy some spicy food with her.
Thank you for having me, Bella.
You're welcome. So, for our first sauce on the Scoville scale, we have Pete's garlic. So, as you try the sauces, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
My first question is, are you a fan of spicy food, and how do you think you're going to do today?
I'm a big fan of spicy food. I'm a little nervous after seeing Macaulay sweat and acting like he wasn't sweating. So I don't know how I'm going to do. I'm pretty nervous, to be honest with you. But
I'm confident you'll do good.
Thank you so much, Bella.
And then another question I have for you is, what is your favorite thing about working at Homedale High School so far?
It's a really awesome community here. I have like a really awesome administrative team. We work very well together. I feel like we work off each other on a lot of like problems that come up, fixing any issues that come up. And I feel like everybody has a place to be accepted. I really liked the club and activity fair, and I just feel like there's a place for everyone here.
I really like Homedale High School. When I was deciding like where to go to high school, like I looked at other schools, but I feel like the community here and everyone was just so welcoming, so that made me want to go here. And I've had a really good 2 years so far.
It's awesome to hear, Bella.
So that was 5,000 on the Scoville scale, pretty low. So how was that one?
Not spicy at all, really garlicky. So I'll be feeling that later, but I'm gonna say not spicy.
Okay, so we're gonna keep jumping from here. The next one is jalapeno bacon, and that's going up to 5,630. So it's a little bit of a jump, but not too high. So my next question for you is, what's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Ooh. I went skydiving. I studied abroad when I was in Australia. I studied abroad in Australia when I was in college. So I went skydiving. I would say that and bungee jumping are the 2 scariest things I've ever done.
Which one did you like better, bungee jumping or skydiving?
I'm gonna say skydiving because it was longer, super high up there, terrifying, and I also got to watch myself on camera and make fun of myself after.
I definitely want to go skydiving once.
I recommend it.
How was that one for you?
Again, a lot more with the bacon, not as much jalapeno, so I'm hoping the next one kicks it up a notch.
Okay. So our next one is Phil's Kanye bacon. It's up to 6,070 on the Scoville scale, so a little higher. So my next question for you is, do you like change or do you prefer to stick to a routine in your everyday life?
I think everybody would agree that I like to stick to a routine. However, in this job, everything's always like changing minute by minute. So it's a little hard, but I definitely like to stick to a routine every day.
So I like change, but at the same time, I kind of like freak out if something that I know like is in like every day happens doesn't like go how I have it planned. So I guess I'm like in the middle, and I try to work on like understanding that there's natural changes and things. So how was that one for you?
A little spicier. Again, I feel like everyone I kind of taste the ending. So the first one I taste more of the garlic, second one tastes more of the bacon, and then again the last one is bacon. But I do get a little bit of that hint of cayenne.
Okay, so for our next one, we have Hot damn, that's extreme cayenne. And that's all the way up to 63,280 on the Scoville scale. So that should be hotter. Okay, so for my next question is, do you prefer scary movies or romantic comedies?
That's a tough one. I guess I'd have to choose rom-com, but I'm really more of just a straight comedy fan.
Yeah.
I just like to laugh a lot. Like during the day, it's a lot of serious work, so I like to come home and laugh.
I'm very in between because I love watching horror movies with my friends and stuff, but then like I'll watch rom-com like in the movie theater or with my dad. We like to watch Adam Sandler's movies, like Grown Ups I've watched at least 100 times, and we'll just keep like laughing together. How was that sauce for you?
It was a little hotter, starting to feel it. My nose starting to run a little bit. I could definitely feel the cayenne on that one, so it's definitely picking up.
So for our next sauce, we have extreme jalapeno at 65,000 on the Scoville scale.
Okay. I'm nervous about this
one. Looks a little bit like
looks
jalapeno
serious.
juice, yeah. Okay. So my next question for you is, would you classify yourself as more of an extrovert or an introvert?
Definitely an extrovert. I think anybody that's been around me for my entire life, or maybe even since I started at Homedale, extrovert. I love to have conversations with students, staff, really anybody in the community. What about you?
That's pretty much me. Like I love meeting new people, being put in new places, trying new things. I just think it's fun to like make conversation, and like you never know what you'll have in common with somebody.
That's awesome.
Okay, so what do you think of our last sauce?
It's pretty hot. I'm pretty sure in like 10 minutes I'll be sweating. My nose is running, but it's not the spiciest thing I've ever tried, but it's definitely hotter. I think it's straight jalapeno juice, to be honest.
So how are you feeling right now? Do you think you did better or worse than Mr. McCauley?
I mean, I think he was lying a little bit.
I think his face was turning
You
a
saw
little
it.
bit
He was
red.
turning red. He looked like he was sweating. His nose was running. So I feel like my performance is a little better. So
I would agree. So have you ever lived anywhere besides New Jersey? That's one of the things I was curious about.
yeah, so I've lived physically in New Jersey, like in my home forever. But I did, like I said, study abroad in Australia for 5 months when I was in college, and I did like visit a few places while I was over there. New Zealand, flew and stayed in Fiji for a few days on the way back as well. So I guess temporarily I lived in Australia for a little bit.
So what was your favorite sauce today?
I think I'm gonna say Phil's Cayenne Bacon, because I felt like it had a little kick to it. But I'm a big fan of extra crispy bacon, so I think I'm gonna pick that one.
I love bacon too, so that was right in the middle. So today I think Miss Rizzatello performed pretty well with our sauces. It was fun getting to know her and learning about trying new things, new experiences. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Homedale Hot Ones. You learned new things about both of us. And whoever wants to come on next, you can get nominated by either of us.
I just want to nominate Officer Nolan, if that's possible. I don't know if you have anybody in mind, Bella.
No, I think that would be our great next guest.
All right, awesome.
Thank you for watching. I think Miss Riz deserves a huge round of applause for getting through all that.
I know. Miss Riz, you did a great job. Round of applause.
All right, that pretty much does it for our 8th episode of the Hornet Report. To stay in the know with us, follow us on our social media.
Oh, sorry, I was still thinking about the chicken wings. Our Twitter and Instagram are at HHS Hornet Report, and our Snapchat is at Hornet Report.
Thank you for watching, and remember to join us next time where we'll bring you this week's best at HHS.